It's certainly nothing new to say that the bird kingdom is one of the most diverse and fascinating on the planet, and in addition to the more common and usual birds that we often see around, there are also many others on our planet with unusual and different characteristics, abilities, and looks, which most of the time are unknown to the majority of the population. And it is with this in mind that we have put together a list of some of these to present in today's video. 20 strange birds you won't believe exist. Greater sage-grouse. Found mainly in the prairie and shrubland regions of North America, the greater sage-grouse is a fascinating bird that stands out for being a sexually dimorphic animal, which means that males and females show significant differences in their appearance. While the females have a more discreet appearance, the males are particularly notable for their mottled brownish-gray plumage. But surely the biggest differential in their appearance is the two yellow gular sacs they have on their chest, which are inflated during the mating ritual to attract females. During the spring mating season, the males put on spectacular displays in areas where they gather to compete for mates, showing off and emitting sounds in an attempt to demonstrate their vigor and attractiveness to the females who, after selecting a male based on the quality of his displays and calls, build their nests on the ground, usually under bushes, where they lay between 6 and 9 eggs. Marabou stork. The marabou stork is a unique-looking bird that inhabits the regions of sub-Saharan Africa and is easily recognizable by its large size, head and neck, devoid of feathers, and a striking contrast between its black back and white underside. It also has a very strong beak and a pneumatic pouch at the base of its neck, which is one of its most distinctive features and contributes even more to its strange appearance. However, despite its clumsy appearance on the ground, the marabou stork is a very skilled flying animal and plays an important role in African ecosystems, acting as a scavenger by feeding on carcasses, thus contributing to cleaning up the environment. Southern ground hornbill. Found in Africa, the southern ground hornbill is an impressive bird, famous for being the largest species of hornbill in the world, with a length that can reach up to 130 centimeters. The southern ground hornbill is a carnivore that hunts mainly on the ground, feeding on a variety of prey including insects and other small animals, and its nests are typically found in cavities in tall trees or in rock holes in cliffs, places that offer protection and safety. This species is known for its longevity, with a life expectancy that can reach 70 years in captivity, which is relatively high, especially for a bird. And another interesting curiosity about these animals is that the male and female can be differentiated by the color of their throats, with the male having a completely red throat while the female displays a deep blue-violet hue. Wilson's bird of paradise. Endemic to Indonesia, Wilson's bird of paradise is a bird species notable for its stunning appearance and highly ritualized mating behavior. While the females are less colorful, the males are particularly impressive and have a plumage with several different colors that, together with two curved feathers in the region of their tail, complete their exotic appearance. The Wilson's bird of paradise is relatively small, with males reaching around 16 centimeters in length and weighing between 53 and 67 grams, while females have a similar weight but can be slightly lighter. But another factor that should be mentioned is the mating behavior of this species, which can be defined as a real spectacle. The males clear an area in the forest to create a display site, where they perform an elaborate mating dance to attract the females, and during this dance, they show off their vibrant colors and perform complex movements, accompanied by chants and calls, all in an attempt to impress the females. Unfortunately, like many exotic species, the Wilson's bird of paradise faces threats due to habitat loss and illegal hunting, mainly because of its unique plumage that attracts the attention of many human beings, causing the bird to be hunted and sold illegally. Frogmouth. The popular name frogmouth does not necessarily refer to a specific bird species, but rather to a fascinating group of nocturnal birds, native to Asia and Oceania. These birds have a distinctive feature, a large flattened beak with a huge opening, similar to a frog, which they use skillfully to catch insects, and the general appearance of these animals is quite enigmatic, usually with a discreetly colored plumage that allows them to rest on branches during the day, camouflaged in the environment, almost indistinguishable from their natural surroundings. These birds have a relatively weak and short flight, preferring to glide between trees and move cautiously. Their hearing is extremely developed, which helps them locate their prey in the dark, and their large eyes, adapted to night vision, allow them to hunt with precision even in low-light conditions. Dragon chicken. Very rare and highly prized, the dragon chicken is a breed of chicken originally from Vietnam that stands out for its huge and brawny legs, which resemble those of a dragon or a dinosaur, hence the inspiration for its popular name dragon chicken. To give you an idea, the legs of these animals can be up to 10 centimeters in diameter and weigh up to 6 kilos. The dragon chicken usually has white or black plumage, and its meat is considered a delicacy and can cost more than $2,000 per bird, which is why they are usually only served on special occasions. Another interesting fact about these animals is that in addition to their culinary value in Vietnamese culture, the most beautiful animals of this breed also take part in beauty contests that take place there every year. VULTURINE guineafowl. The vulturine guineafowl is a fascinating bird that inhabits the forests of Central Africa, including regions such as Congo, Gabon, and Cameroon. This fantastic bird stands out for its vibrant plumage, with feathers that vary in shades of blue, white, purple, and black, creating a very interesting visual pattern. With an average length of 50 to 60 centimeters, this bird has a robust build and relatively long legs, characteristics that help it in its predominantly terrestrial way of life. The vulturine guineafowl is a bird that lives in groups that can vary from 20 to 50 individuals, and its diet consists mainly of herbs, leaves, shoots, insects, and small invertebrates. During the day, these birds travel considerable distances, from 15 to 25 kilometers, in search of food, moving predominantly on the ground, where they are able to run quickly. However, when necessary, they also prove to be good flyers. KAKAPO. Endemic to New Zealand, the kakapo is a species of nocturnal parrot known for its distinctive appearance and inability to fly. The kakapo has predominantly green plumage and can measure up to 60 centimeters in length and weigh between 3 and 4 kilograms, which is a high figure for birds of its size and which, together with its atrophied and small wings, contributes to its inability to fly. However, despite not being able to fly like most other birds, the kakapo makes up for this with a number of other abilities that favor and enable it to survive, such as its nocturnal habits and its incredible camouflage ability, which is possible thanks to the unique coloring of its feathers and thus enables it to avoid being detected by predators. INCA tern. At around 40 centimeters long, the INCA tern is a seabird with a remarkable appearance that sets it apart from most other birds. What really catches the eye are the distinctive white feathers that extend backwards from the base of the beak, looking very much like a mustache. This characteristic is shared by both males and females of the species, which also have dark gray plumage and an orange bill. These birds can be found in coastal regions of Peru and Chile and feed on crustaceans, fish, and the remains of other marine animals, building their nests on rocks and mountains close to the sea, and are currently considered to be almost threatened with extinction due to factors such as habitat loss and pollution. SHRIKE. Shrikes are a family of passerine birds that includes 34 distinct species. These birds are capable of carrying prey of considerable size, such as small mammals, reptiles, and other small birds, and are recognizable by their strong, slightly curved beak, which helps them catch their prey. Unlike the other cases we've seen so far, the great differential of shrikes does not lie in their appearance, but in a strange behavior that they possess, since some species, after capturing their prey, have the peculiar habit of skewering the remains of the prey into thorns or barbed wires, storing them for future consumption, a really unusual behavior that has earned these birds fame all over the world. Sword-billed hummingbird. The sword-billed hummingbird is a rather unusual bird that stands out for having a beak larger than its own body. This fascinating animal lives at high altitudes, above 3,000 meters, in the subtropical forests, scrublands, and rural areas of Bolivia, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and Venezuela, and its beak is around 25% longer than the bird's body, making the sword-billed hummingbird the only known bird in the world whose beak is longer than the rest of its body. This adapted structure allows it to feed on the nectar of flowers with long corollas, which other species can't reach, which means that in some cases, for certain species of flowers, it is the only one capable of feeding on their nectar, because it is the only one it can reach. But as well as allowing the bird to feed on the nectar of flowers with long corollas, this beak can also be used in territorial disputes with other hummingbirds. However, despite having some uses and benefits, this beak can also present certain inconveniences for the animal, such as the fact that it can hinder its flight. Bearded vulture. Another bird that makes it onto our list of strange birds thanks to a very distinctive characteristic is the bearded vulture, because these animals have the ability to feed on bones. That's right, you didn't hear wrong. The bearded vulture is a fascinating and unique bird of prey that inhabits the mountains of Europe, Asia, and Africa, and this unusual diet is a highly specialized skill of this animal. It swallows bones whole or throws them to the ground as it flies in order to break them down and access the bone marrow, a rich source of nutrients and proteins not utilized by other scavenger species. Because of this different diet, the bearded vulture doesn't need the featherless neck characteristic of other vulture species, as it doesn't stick its head inside carcasses. Instead, it patrols the mountainous areas in search of dead animal bones, or lurks around other scavenger birds while they clean up the corpses. Curiously, a legend involving the bearded vulture tells that a Greek poet called Aeschylus died after one of these vultures mistook his bald head for a stone and dropped a bone that ended up fatally striking him. AYAM CEMANI. The AYAM CEMANI chicken is a rare and exotic breed originally from Indonesia, more specifically from the islands of Sumatra and Java. These birds have a rare genetic condition called fibromelanosis, which causes hyperpigmentation of their entire body. This means that every part of their body, including feathers, skin, beak, tongue, eyes, claws, and even their bones and internal organs, is completely black. Curiously, despite the completely black coloration of its body, the AYAM CEMANI's eggs have a light cream color, contrary to many myths and theories that claim that the eggs of this bird also have a black color. AYAM CEMANI chickens need adequate space to move around and a balanced diet to maintain their health and productivity, and nowadays, due to all their beauty and uniqueness, they are considered to be a very rare and expensive breed, which in some cases can cost up to $6,000 per specimen. Eurasian hoopoe. With a length of approximately 27 centimeters, the Eurasian hoopoe is a bird that is easily recognizable by its striking features. It has a long orange crest with black tips, which can be raised in a spectacular fan or kept closed. In addition, this bird has a long curved beak that serves as an effective tool for probing the ground in search of insects, which are its main source of food. The wings and tail of this fascinating bird have a pattern of black and white stripes, which together with its other unique features, give it an impressive look both at rest and in flight. The Eurasian hoopoe is a bird that spends most of its time on the ground, and its natural habitat covers a vast area stretching across Europe, Asia, and parts of Africa, being a species that plays an important ecological role, controlling insect populations and contributing to the health of the ecosystems it inhabits. Rhinoceros hornbill. The rhinoceros hornbill is an impressive and emblematic bird species from Southeast Asia, notable not only for its considerable size, which places it among the largest existing hornbills, but also for its distinctive appearance. The rhinoceros hornbill has predominantly black and white plumage, and its most distinctive feature is its large, curved beak with a casque at the top that closely resembles the horn of a rhinoceros, and which ultimately inspired its popular name. But apart from that, another striking feature of the rhinoceros hornbill is the absence of obvious sexual dimorphism, which means that males and females are very similar in appearance, unlike the case of the southern ground hornbill we've already shown you, where the male and female can be differentiated by the color of their throats. Scarlet ibis. The scarlet ibis is a bird with vibrant and unmistakable plumage that inhabits the tropical regions of South America and parts of the Caribbean, and is often found in mangrove areas, estuaries, and areas of riparian vegetation, environments that offer the necessary resources for its survival, such as food and suitable nesting sites. The scarlet ibis is a highly social bird, forming large groups for both foraging and nesting, and its long curved bill, suitable for probing for food in soft mud, is a perfect adaptation for its diet, which consists mainly of small crustaceans, mollusks, and aquatic insects. Blue-footed booby. With its unusual appearance and distinctive walking style, the blue-footed booby is a fascinating seabird that inhabits tropical and subtropical regions of the Pacific Ocean. One of the most striking features of this species is undoubtedly its vibrant blue feet, which not only stand out visually, but also play a crucial role in its mating rituals. Males display their feet in an elaborate ritual to attract females, raising them in a synchronized movement, and in addition to its distinctive feet, the blue-footed booby has a robust beak and long pointed wings, adapted for fast, agile flight, essential for hunting fish, its main source of food. Greater prairie chicken. Just like the greater sage-grouse and the Wilson's bird of paradise that we've already shown you, the greater prairie-chicken is another fascinating bird known for its impressive mating displays, where the males display vibrant colors and perform a complex dance to attract the females. The greater prairie-chicken's habitat is predominantly made up of prairies and open fields, where the undergrowth is sufficient to provide food and hiding places, and these birds are specially adapted to this environment, with plumage that provides them with effective camouflage against predators. Scarlet honeycreeper. Popularly known as the scarlet honeycreeper, this small bird stands out for its vibrant plumage, which varies between shades of red, black, and white, and its natural habitat includes the forests of Hawaii, where it can be found mainly at higher altitudes. This fantastic bird plays an important role in pollination, contributing to the balance of the ecosystems in which it lives, and has a thin, curved beak adapted to feeding on flower nectar, a vital resource for its survival. But unfortunately, like many other birds, it is also currently facing serious threats of extinction due to habitat loss and the introduction of invasive species into its environment. Shoebill. And to finish off, we're going to talk about the shoebill, a bird known for having a very unusual look and characteristics, which certainly earns it the name of strange bird. Found in swampy regions of Central and Eastern Africa, the shoebill is a bird known for its enormous shoe-shaped beak, which can measure up to 30 centimeters in length and ends in a sharp, curved tip. What's more, it has an enormous size and a frightening appearance, which must surely arouse a sense of fear or dread in anyone who encounters one of these birds, especially considering their enormous size and the strange and frightening sound they can emit. That's right, if its strange physical appearance wasn't enough, the shoebill is also capable of emitting a sound very similar to rifle shots as a strategy to ward off predators and also to attract mates during the mating season. But what do you think? What was the most different and fantastic bird on this list? Let us know in the comments which one impressed you the most. And if you liked the video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next videos we'll be bringing here. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.